Hi, it's me again with Corel Roll Tips and Tricks, and some of y'all might be getting tired of this uh, cross. But I helped this young lady, and if we look, there are so many facets. I don't. First of all, she said she was real proud on how she drew it, and she should be. It was okay, but there's a couple of things wrong. She asked me to critique it, so I'm going to do that. Um, Number one, I can visually see that that circle is not a circle. It's 4 by 4.2. I can see the whole thing is not equal. And they need to, I would think they would need to be equal. You know, top to bottom, left to right. If we take the smart fill, she has her smart fill set on blue and white. If we, wow, let me, uh, let me work this, let me move this out of the way and let me, see there's multiple lines. That's an outline and these are something else. You know, these are a bunch of outlines. So let me just, I'm trying to just almost start over. Um, See, that's an 8 point line. Let me make it a hairline. See, that's even, it's got two sets of hairlines. Um, and I'm not faulting people for drawing like that. But let me just get this back and let me make one of these work. I'm going to take that one and go up to object group and ungroup so I can weld it. Now I have what I want. But if you look, I'm going to move the line over too. I'm going to make the shape of that. It still leaks. I was trying to get away from the leak. And it's probably just because this is well, there's a little creation right there we need to fix. Uh, I'm going to go to object and convert the outline to an object. And I'm going to left click, right click. And now this shouldn't leak. And she also kind of asked that the people want it or they might want it where they can have different colors, you know, the red or the black. So that's cool. So we're going to do that. But we're just going to get rid of everything she had. And, well, I guess it would help to remember what that circle was. See, it's 4.37 by 4.17. I mean, which one are you going to use? So I'm going to take the ellipse tool and I'm holding down the control button. And with the ratio locked, I want to make it 3.25. And then I'm going to go and make it, you know, evidently she did these with points, or not points, but inches. So I'm going to get to that, you have to hit the F12 and open up the Docker. In graphic and change it right here to inches, just so you'll know. Okay, then we're going to make this, see how it changed to inches? We're going to make it 1/4 of an inch thick. That's too thick. She's working really little. Okay, now go up here, go to object, and you don't have to do, well, let's don't do that. Let's do not do that because she said that they might want to change the colors from not blue to black, but from, so now I'm going to hit P and put that in the center of the page. And now I'm going to take it all and I'm going to hit L and put it at least to the left a little bit. And then I'm going to grab one of these corners while holding down the control button. And see how close I am? Now, I do want to be in the center of the page. So I'm going to hit P again. I need to be in the center of the page. And this was where it really would help. For just a second, let's make everything a hairline. See, we can't even make that a hairline. because of that. But that's going to help us here in just a second. I'm going to move that. Well, you know what would be better? I'm just going to nudge it like 0.02 until it's inside that edge or right at that edge. And now we're going to go back and make this that 1.25 inches. And that's all I have to do. Now I do want to fix these curves right here. All you really have to do is just probably just swing that one out, and then maybe delete that one and delete that one. That kind of messed, I saw it move. So let's don't do that. But I think I said in the video last night that I don't like the sharpness. So I'm going to get rid of one of these. It's going to change it a little bit. But that's a straight line. So that was the right one to pick. So I'm going to get rid of that one. But that's not the straight line. There we go. I'm not doing a very good job here, but she'll get the idea. I looked at a bunch of multi-crosses on the internet, and none of them have sharp corners like this. So we're going to get rid of that node and that node. And I'm going to grab that node right there, and I'm going to go to Windows, Dockers, Corners, and I'm going to just barely turn it to a corner, just so it's not so sharp. That's probably not even enough. Let's double that, 0.04. Now it did do the inside too, which I don't like. I only had that one. I thought I only had this one selected. There we go. I must have them both selected. So we can just grab that one and okay, this is personal preference. I grant you. But let's make this, I think the original was this was black and this was red. So now let's take the Smart Fill tool on red. And let's nudge that guy out of the way, but let's change it to 2 inches. And now let's get rid of this framework. Now we should have a cleaner vector. And if we look, left click, right click, we got a good, clean working surface. Now here's the key, and this is why I like working in the center of the page. I'm going to bring in some indexing lines, and I'm going to grab that structure, and I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, and I'm going to rotate it or move the center rotation to the center of the circle, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. Well, I must not have made the circle big enough. So let's back up here. Let's just move this out of the way. Let's make the circle bigger. And if I had kept the original, I would know. So that's good enough. We're still in the center, so I can nudge this over. And this time I'm actually going to just hold down the control button and grab that 4-point cross and just bring it in to where it's just in the inside of that. And that doesn't matter. Now we can go Control D and make a duplicate, move the center rotation to the center, and then rotate it 90 degrees. Control D, Control D. Now, granted that the red is showing through the black, but if you wanted different colors, and then if you wanted this one all red, I hit the wrong, I need to right click. So then you got an all red one, but if they want it black, all you have to do is go to Object, Order, Front of Page. And now the red is stopped. And I think I've even got a video somewhere, and I'll try to find it and send it to the young lady. Because I've kind of messed it up here a little bit. But that's a lot better. Now let's look. The shape is 7.56 by 7.56. And there's a way to draw this really quick. I might even make a second video, and maybe it will save her some time on the next one. And then the good thing about it, you can just make it whatever size you want. Now, with that said, click on that, double click on your pen tool or hit F12 and scale with object. Now, when you scale it down, the black will stay the same thickness of the line for all of it. Anyway, I hope that helped her a little bit. Thank you for watching.